Good day, Star Nation, and welcome to Star FM Exclusive. It's another exciting edition of Star FM Exclusive because for this episode, we will be joined by two iconic and legendary musicians who's brought so many timeless hits to the music industry. They've inspired millions of people with songs like All Out of Love, Lost in Love, Every Woman in the World, Now and Forever, Come What May, and so much more. And it's truly incredible that they still continue to make great music for the world, especially now that they are celebrating their 45th year in the business. So, exclusive on Star FM, please welcome the iconic, truly legends, Russell Hitchcock and Graham Russell, or Air Supply. Hi, Russell. Hi, Graham. Hello.
Great, Gabby. How you doing?
Yes, we're doing great. I'm DJ Gabby, by the way, and of course, welcome to Star FM. Of course, it's truly an honor to have you both on the show. I feel like this is very surreal, but of course, welcome back to the Philippines, even virtually. So yeah, we're very happy that we have you on the show. Okay, so of course, good morning in the US, by the way. So I'm sure many of your fans are so thrilled to see the both of you in this interview, and we are very excited too. So of course, the world has faced this pandemic, and it's been tough, right? So what have you both been up to during this time? Okay, so maybe we can start with Graham.
I've been writing a lot of songs and recording, and I built a very large greenhouse at my house. I'm an avid gardener, and so I wanted to build a big greenhouse, which I did. But predominantly, I've been writing a lot of songs. I think I've written like 25 songs, and so I've been very busy and creating a lot of music. You know.
Okay. Well, that's great to hear that you still get to do a lot of songs. You still get to do what you love, especially with music, right? How about for Russell? What have you been up to for the past couple of months while this pandemic is going on?
Well, I've been making various medical appointments. I've been walking my dog, enjoying my wife's incredible cooking. That's about it for me.
Okay, yeah. And probably this time is probably the time for family, right? So it's a very I know it's such an amazing time to spend more time with family. Okay, so anyway, Air Supply, everyone knows that name. Everyone knows your songs, and generations have been influenced by your music. And of course, for Air Supply, this year is your 45th anniversary in the music industry. So just imagine doing music for decades and inspiring people. And you've done that. And I know you probably have so many unforgettable moments on stage, remarkable concerts. But can you give us, or can you each give us like one particular moment that you truly cherish and would never forget in your career? How about we start with Russell?
Probably when we played at the Australian Bicentennial.
Okay.
We got to play before Prince Charles and Lady Diana, and practically everyone that had ever had any success in Australia, starting from the 50s up to 1988 then. But we had the opportunity to meet Prince Charles and Lady Diana after the show and have a brief chat. So that was my highlight, certainly.
Yeah. So what year was that?
1988.
1988. Okay. How about for Graham? What's your most favorite moment in your career?
Well, there's been a lot, but one that really stands out to me was when we played in Cuba.
Okay.
And I think that was 2010. We played in Cuba to a lot of people, and they closed down the city because the traffic, they had to shut everything down because there were huge traffic jams. And we played right on the waterfront in the city. And it was a beautiful moment, the first time we'd been there. And everybody was really excited. And it was just one of the greatest shows we've ever played,
Yeah, so that's in Cuba in 2010. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so of course you've been to the Philippines for multiple times, and the people love you so much. I was asking Russell a while ago. When was the last time you visited the Philippines? Graham, do you remember the year? Like, when was that?
I think it was 3 years ago, wasn't it, Russell?
Okay.
I think so. Was that when we came out for the All Out of Love musical, or before that?
Oh no, before that to play. Yeah, we came out. Yeah, that was almost 2 years ago. So it was 3 years ago when we played there the last time.
Okay.
I think we played at Resorts World.
Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
And okay, so probably around 3 years ago. Okay, so anyway, of course, the people here love you so much, and I would just like to know what is probably like the most special thing about the Filipino fans, to which many are listening and watching right now. Any particular unforgettable fan encounter, or just generally, what do you love about the Philippines, Graham?
Well, we've been there many times. You know, we first came there, I think, in 1981. But the Philippine people are very loyal, you know, and they've been fans of ours for a long time. And plus, they're very romantic people. So when we perform, they feel all the emotions and all the passions that we like to put into the songs and into the records. And they just seem to love our music, and we love being there. They're just really friendly people. And they're always in a good mood. I don't think I've ever seen anybody in the Philippines in a bad mood. Everybody's always really happy. Maybe it's the sunshine all the time.
Yeah. Okay, that's very great to hear. That, I mean, that's great to hear, and we agree. It's We're very happy people and very romantic people, as you said. Okay,
Yeah.
for Russell, what's your most unforgettable moment here in the Philippines?
I'm always amazed at the response and reception when we arrive in the Philippines and during our stay. I mean, where I live now, I can go to the supermarket and nobody knows who I am, which is great for me. And, you know, but we go to the Philippines, and every time we go out, especially if Graham and I go out together, it's like bedlam. I mean, hundreds of people come up to say hi, want photographs. So in a way, it's a very pleasant invasion of privacy.
Okay, yeah, and of course, we are definitely looking forward to see you here again soon in the Philippines. I mean, people really love your music, of course. And personally, as a kid growing up, my parents were fans of your songs, so I was deeply influenced. So I was about 10 or 11 years old, and I already knew the lyrics of your songs, which was amazing. And because my parents also chose your songs for karaoke, which were pretty difficult, by the way, because of your tenor voice. So yeah,
Right.
of course, but they still pick your songs because they're just that good. Okay, and of course, even the young generation look up to you both. So I mean, how does that feel to actually influence generations, inspire all ages? Does it still sometimes make you feel surprised or overwhelmed about the amount of support and love that people give you even after all these years, and of all ages, people still love you? So Graham.
Well, I think it's a testament to our records and to the music over the years. You know, the songs are very simple. There are great vocals, which that I know they love. But it's a great responsibility that we have. You know, we like to be a role model for people, and we always like to do the right thing and create an environment that's very safe for people to come and see us. And we do know that they love the music, and we try to deliver it and play as best as we can at that moment, you know, to keep that legend going, because we're very proud of it, and we don't take it lightly. We're very serious about it, and we want to be a good role model for everyone.
Uh, okay. How about for Russell?
Well, when we first went into the studio in Australia so many years ago, and we had a very successful recording off the bat, and we figured we'd probably be you know, good for 4 or 5 years. That would be a great career in Australia then, certainly. But you know, it's continued to grow and flourish and spread. Our music is played all over the world without exception. And the fact that we're doing this together, Graham and I, after so many years, and being appreciated as much as we do, is priceless. We couldn't have imagined any kind of career like this, but sustain it at the level that we have with Graham's songs and our performances. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, so we are very happy, and we all know how successful Air Supply is, and your songs, as I mentioned a while ago. I mean, we were DJ Simon. Yeah, you met him a while ago. We were both looking at all your songs earlier before this interview, and I think whenever we see a song, we know exactly what that song is. Like, for example, Now and Forever, you know how to sing that, and then Every Woman in the World. What was that one? Here I Am, everything. Like every song is such a huge hit. And of course, another one is one of the things that probably people love about the both of you is the fact that you guys remain strong as a team, as a duo. You're still Air Supply even after all these decades, which a lot of artists and musicians should strive to do as well. So, what is the secret of staying strong as partners, especially in this industry, Graham?
Well, you know, the music industry is a very difficult industry to work in and to stay afloat. But we've been very lucky. We've had luck on our side quite often from the beginning of our career. But I think with Russell and I, we have a great respect for each other. And there's no competition. Russell is the singer and I'm the songwriter predominantly. So we like both those roles. And you know, we always get on very well. We've never argued. So it's a great thing. But more importantly, we both love Air Supply too, just like everybody else does. So for us, it's a great career that we are very proud of. And we want to keep it going and let the world see that people can get along with each other and they can be nice and they can smile and we can have a lot of fun at the same time, you know.
Okay. Yeah, that's great to hear. So, of course, as you mentioned, no competition. You both love what you're doing. And for Russell, yeah, can you tell us more about that? I mean, your secret to staying strong as partners, as a duo in this music industry?
Yeah. Well, the secret is there's no secret. I mean, everything that Graham said encapsulates, you know, the reasons we're together. But, you know, it boils down to we have great songs that Graham writes. We have great members of the band. Through the years, we've had great lineups in the band. And we do respect each other. We don't take ourselves seriously at all, but we take the music very seriously. And we love to have fun on the road together and in the studio. Because if it doesn't give you joy, first you couldn't do it alone, certainly, and not with somebody else.
Okay, so yeah, I know that's such truly like you're truly an inspiration to a lot of people, especially for the young generation. And you know, you both still perform in many shows and you still do concerts in a lot of countries. And recently you've marked your 5,000th concert in Las Vegas. Yeah, so wow, that's incredible. You've achieved a lot, you've accomplished a lot in your successful career. But if there was still something that you wish to fulfill as musicians, as Air Supply, what could this be, Graham?
You know, I think just continuing with our career because we've done a lot of things. We've played, as you said, over 5,000 shows. And I think every show we do now, when we resume doing shows, will be our best show. And we just want to do the best we can to our fans, you know, and bring them joy and happiness. And I think if we can keep doing that, that is my career fulfilled because, you know, being on the road, it can be difficult, but, you know, we love it at the same time. So I just want to be able to continue to do that and to bring great joy to everyone that comes to our shows, you know.
Yeah, and of course, to still inspire, to still give more music to a lot of people, right? For Russell.
I have a minor thing, if it's called a thing I want to do. I'd love us to play in Russia.
Okay.
It's always been a dream of both of us, and it's pretty much the only place we haven't played. But on a major scale, I think it's quite tragic that Graham has never won a Grammy. I think he's one of the finest songwriters that I've ever heard, and I would like to see that happen before our career is over.
Yes, of course, that's truly something special, and we look forward to that. And I believe that's going to happen very soon. I mean, Russia, a Grammy, totally something special. Okay, well, anyway, Star Nation, we will be back. And when we return, we will be joined by the Star DJs of Star FM. So stay tuned on Star FM exclusive with Air Supply. We are back, and this is Star FM exclusive with Air Supply. And as I mentioned earlier, we will be joined by the Star DJs of Star FM Baguio, and they're here. Hi, guys. Welcome. Of course, DJ Simon, DJ Jerry, and DJ Nash. Hi.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Of course, we have Graham and Russell of Air Supply. Wow. So we finally met. And of course, they're both on the show right now. Okay. So anyway, for Russell and Graham, our DJs also have questions for you. So let's start with DJ Simon. Hi, Simon.
Hi, Russell and Graham. So we met a while ago, and for this time, I'm now on Studio B of Star FM. So, anyway, this is my question. Out of all your timeless songs, what is probably your most favorite? Let's start with Russell.
I have two songs. One is Lost in Love. It was the song that began our international career. And it's very close to my heart, but my favorite is All Out of Love. It's the most requested song in concert. We typically finish the show with it, and I think once we play that song, or thus far, there's nothing else you can do, because that's the perfect full stop on a great show.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
My two songs are the same, actually, but for slightly different reasons. I mean, apart from the fact that, I love both songs, but they were the first two songs in our international career. So they're kind of like the oldest children, if you like. But the songs have been very kind to us, and they blazed a trail for our career, like none of the other songs did. And, I think when Lost in Love came out and it was a big hit, people thought it would be very difficult to top that, but then All Out of Love came out and it was even more successful. So, they were the first two, and it's very difficult not to give them all the bravado that they deserve, But I love all our songs, but those two are particularly close to me because, our audiences always wait for them. They know they're coming, but we keep them waiting.
Okay. Okay, DJ Simon.
Great to know, Russell and Graham. Well, honestly, I think I'll be giving a short story this time.
Okay.
Russell and Graham, when I was 5 years old, I heard our neighbor played your song, Here I Am. And then after hearing that, I tried to ask my mom, what's the title of the song? And I kept on asking them, what's the title of the song? I was in 5 years old during that time, and they cannot figure out the title. So I started to cry louder and louder until they cannot even stop me crying. And then eventually our neighbor visited me, the one who played Here I Am, in his house, and told my parents the title of your song, Here I Am. And then eventually afterwards, it became, I think, one of the greatest lullabies ever. So the song Here I Am stopped me from crying because finally I already knew the title of the song and I listen to it every day. So if you were going to ask me, I think my top two favorite songs are Here I Am and All Out of Love.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Well, Here I Am.
Story.
It's a great song, and, it's a great vocal from Russell. And once again, those early songs, they came out one after the other, and they just became this iconic collection of songs around the world. And we're very glad about that, But we're also glad that the songs mean so much to people. It's not just, oh, that's a nice song. It goes much deeper than that with our fans, and we're very happy about that, very pleased about that.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Of course, Simon, thank you for sharing that story. I mean, you were only 5 years old. And it's good to know that you were actually able to share that to Air Supply themselves, right? So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you, Simon. Okay. Now let's go to, should I share my favorite Air Supply song later? I'm going to be sharing. Okay. Let's go to DJ Nash.
Hello, Russell and Graham. This is
Hi
my
there.
question. There are so many new artists in the new generation. What is a good advice that you could share to these young stars? Let's start with Graham.
Um,
Uh,
well, there's a lot of artists now around the world, but one mistake I think that a lot of artists make is that they want to be famous before they want to be a great singer or a great musician, when
Mhm.
fame should come afterwards. So if you just want to be a singer because you want to be famous and be on YouTube, that's the wrong pathway, in my opinion. I think if you want to be a musician or a singer, you must become really good. You've got to do the work, you've got to rehearse, and you've got to keep practicing. And if you're good, people will find out. Just keep doing it, and if you believe in yourself, then you can get others to believe in you too.
Uh,
That's just. How about you, Russell?
okay. Mm-mm.
Or Russell.
I
Thank.
think two of the most important things for people that are in the business, and I've always said this, providing you have the talent, um, really important to surround yourself with a good, whatever field they're in, management or, road crew or whatever, to get the best people and to get to get honest people, because there's a lot of pitfalls that new artists fall into by, some guy will come up with a presidential Rolex watch and say, I can manage you and you can have one of these one day. And then 2 years later, the actor's broke because the guy stole all their money. Just to be as sure as you can that you have good representation and surround yourself with only the best people.
Good idea.
Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, great message, of course. Thank you so much, Star DJ Nash and Russell and
Mhm.
Graham. Okay, so anyway, finally, DJ Jerry also has a question. DJ Jerry, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Star DJ Gabby. Hello, Russell, and hello, Graham. It's such an
Okay.
honor to have you on the show.
It's a pleasure.
Okay,
Thank you.
and anyways, one of my dreams is to be able to see you guys perform again on the show. And you guys have been here in the Philippines for like so many times for a concert. And I would like to know if you are familiar with any Filipino artists, and or are you guys also down for any collaboration or something?
Graham?
Uh, we're not familiar with a lot of Filipino artists, to be quite honest, although I would like to find out. And we're always open to collaborations, I mean, there are some great singers in the Philippines. We know that much. And they're all around the world. They're great, and they have a reputation for being great singers. But we would love to collaborate with someone. I think that would be great. And we've said that for a long time, but usually nobody gets in touch with us to say, let's do a collaboration. So if they do, we would be very receptive to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. For Russell.
Russell?
Well, obviously, I mean, we like to sing and perform with great other great artists. We always have. We've done a couple of things with people from overseas. Graham's one of his very good friends is called Alejandro Lerner, and he's from Argentina. They've written a bunch of stuff together. Many years ago, I did a duet with Anita Nazario. As Graham said, the biggest problem is that nobody says, would you like to do it? Either they're too scared or they're too scared. I don't know.
Anyways, it's so great to know that you guys are open for a
Absolutely.
collaboration. Yeah, and your music is so popular over here in the Philippines, and we would say that we kind of embraced your music and into our culture, and it's kind of a lifestyle already. Everywhere, anywhere you go, you hear Air Supply songs, and well, you guys are so iconic, and it's such an honor and very humbling experience to be able to talk to you guys right now. And well, We are so much hoping that you guys can be able to create more music. And is there any brand new songs that you guys are working on, or maybe a full album or something?
Graham?
We're not working on a full album, but as I was saying earlier, I've written a lot of songs in the last 6 months while we've been off, so we will be recording some of those and playing new songs. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
Okay, that's great to hear. Thank you so much, DJ Jerry and Graham. Of course. Anyway, finally, of course, they've asked their questions, but this is the very important thing right now. What is your message to all your fans, to all the people who've been supporting you for 45 years, and to the Filipinos? What is your message for them? And are you coming back to the Philippines anytime soon? Let's start with Russell.
Well, I think at the moment, as everybody's feeling the same way, we just want all our fans in the Philippines and all over the world to just be safe and well. This pandemic doesn't seem to have any kind of conclusion soon, so keep doing the things that you're supposed to be doing in the first place. Hygiene, wear a mask all the time. You can get some really cool masks now, so that's not an embarrassment. But we've shared so much of our lives and our music with our fans in the Philippines, and once we get back up to speed and it's all full throttle again, we'll be out there to perform for you guys, and once again with pleasure and with great anticipation.
Okay. For Graham.
Well, that was very good that Russell said, but the situation we're in is a very unique one, and the first time I've ever experienced like a pandemic like this. But the interesting thing is, though, that it's global. Everyone around the world, it's brought people together, I hope, and because we're all trying to defeat the virus, and we will eventually. But as Russell said, it's not over yet. So we have to take a lot of precautions and remember that we are all, everyone around the world is in it together. So hopefully this will bring people around the world even closer together. But when we can perform again, whenever that is, and we hope it's sooner than later, we will certainly be coming back to the Philippines. That may be one of our first shows, because we want to show people that we're there to help them survive through the pandemic and bring back a lot of love and happiness that we have, so people can become even stronger and get back with their lives all around the world.
Okay. Thank you so much for those wonderful messages, Russell and Graham, of course. And of course, thank you so much, Russell and Graham. It's truly an honor to have you both on the show. We are very much looking forward to more years of music from the both of you. And of course, the Philippines can't wait to see you both again very soon. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Pleasure, everyone. Thank you for the invitation.
Pleasure.
Wow. Okay, so that was incredible. Okay, so anyway, Star FM exclusive with Air Supply. We are very honored to have both of these iconic singers, musicians, and of course, that was Star FM exclusive with Air Supply. And do like us on Facebook. That's 89.5 Star FM Baguio-Philippines. And of course, you can also check us out at DJ Gabby Ginger, DJ Simon Almond, DJ Nash Potato, and DJ Jerry Strawberry. Okay, once again, my name is DJ Gabby Ginger with the Star DJs of Star FM Baguio, and this is Star FM exclusive with Air Supply. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.